Hello, my dear children and my dearest parents. Okay, so in our the few classes, although I'm in my last classes, we have seen about the sounds of each letter. From that each letter, we have made it the two-letter words. In the two-letter words, using the sound of the each and every letter word, we make students, children to read them. And we converted into the three-letter words and make them to read it, and that we have then we have find it out some sentences using those three-word sentences. Okay, so as I said every time, we cannot make the children to read the book or read the anything, for example, when you are traveling to anywhere. So you're just seeing some board. Okay, so if you just knowing only the two set of words and just knowing only the an, at, and ep, eg, so only knowing those set of words, we cannot make the children to read everything. Okay, so nowadays the parents also very clear about one thing, the children to read themselves. Okay, that is the first ambitions for the parents. I knew it because I know about the parents, because I am also a parent. So how I grow up my children means my wish is to read, they have to read themselves, whether they don't know meaning or don't know, that is not at all a problem. Whether if they don't know meaning, it's not at all problem. They are able to read the sentences. They should read the book. For example, there are a lot of story books are available, like very simple stories, like a 5 pages story, 6 pages story, 10 pages story books. There are a lot of story books are available in a market. Okay, so what we have to do means we want to get the books, and they want to read those books, then only they will get the reading capacity. So what is the solution, how we make the students to read the books in the very younger age itself means, so only I have bring up some new methods how to make the children to read the sentences. Okay, I know that I'm talking too much, so it will get surely bored, so just directly going to the board. Okay, so as I said, we have seen a lot of words, isn't it? So for example, you all know what is a vowels, children? What is a vowels? Yes, A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels, isn't it? A, E, I, O, U. If I ask you the sound of each and every letter of a vowels, what will you say? A, E, Okay, so this is the sound of a E, I, O, U. Okay, so from this vowels only I have made a three-letter word. For example, in that A, I have made a two-letter word like A, an, A, T, at, A, S, as, A, P, app, A, G, ag. So I have just made it. Or I have made from the E, I have made some few two-letter words. What are the letters I have made? Ep, egg, N. Okay, from that I have made in, ep, egg. So I have just made some letters, isn't it? So from that O, in my last class I have teach you O. What are the letters I have made it? Op, on, og, I. So these are the we didn't say the we didn't see any two-letter words in the starting U. Next class going to be the U session only. So now I want to clear about one thing. So we want to give more importance to the sight words. Okay, so whatever we are giving the importance to the two-letter words, we want to give the more concentration on the sight words or the words which comes frequently. Okay, so if I ask you one thing, so just knowing only the sounds of the vowels and knowing the only two-letter word from the three-letter word, you can able to read any book? No, of course you cannot read any book, isn't it? So yes, you know it already. So what I like to say means you should be concentrated on the words which comes frequently. The words which come frequently. Okay, later I will teach you the words will come, whatever the words will come frequently. So before I'm just starting the words which come frequently, I want to teach you one thing. I want to teach you the long vowels and short vowels. Okay, so today's section is going to be a long vowels and short vowels. After that, we are going to see about the words which come frequently. So I'm just going to use my previous stories. We have already seen that previous story, like a gym and dog stories, a fish story. We have seen that story. From the story, we are just going to recap the words which come frequently. So before I'm moving that, I'm going to teach you the short vowels and long vowels. Okay, so today class is going to be a short vowels and long vowels. Okay, you all know what is the vowels in the English. A, E, I, O, U. So these are 5-letter words. This is called a vowels. So what is the vowels is divided into two types. This is a short vowels and a long vowels. So what does mean by short vowels means? It's not a word will be short. It's have a the vowel sound is very lower in the word is called as a short vowels. For example, if I take a cat. So I have a vowel in the word cat. What is the vowel here? The cat, A is a vowel, only one vowel. So it will have, definitely it will have a lower vowel sound. Lower vowel sound. That's so only it is called as a short vowels. When I take a word bat, or when I take the word bin. So see here in the word of bat, how many vowels are there? Only one vowels are there, isn't it? In a bin, how many vowels are there? Only one vowels are there. A bat. You are not very loud. There is no very long vowel sound. Bat, only a one vowel. So it definitely, if there is a one vowel, definitely it is a short vowels. Okay, so you should don't memorize, children. You should know the exact meaning why the one vowel is coming, why we are saying as a short vowels. The short vowels means there is only a one vowel in the word. So then we used to say them as a short vowels. But you should not memorize. Why they are saying if the one vowels come in the word means why we are saying it is a short vowels? Because there is no other chance that vowel is getting the vowel sound is getting expanded. No, we cannot have a chance. For example, see here only a one vowel. Cut. If in case we cannot make the sound very long, a cut, we should not say. It's a cut. So that's the reason if there is only one vowel in the word, then it is called as a short vowel. Only one vowel in the word which is used to say them as a short vowels. So what is a short vowels? If any word, the word contain only one vowel is called as a short vowels. Okay, it have a different kind of some confusing words also. We will see one by one. So first point, what is the first point? There is only one vowel in the word is called as a short vowels. Okay, so what is the reason behind why we are saying if there is a one vowel come means why we are saying it's a short vowels? Because there is no other option to expand the vowel sound, isn't it? So there is no other option to expand the vowel sound. We are saying the word very subtly. Cat, bat, bin, bag. So we are only seeing up to O we have seen the 2-letter word, isn't it, children? Up to O we have seen the 2-letter word. From the 2-letter word we have made it a 3-letter word and of course the sentences. From these up to the O I have taught you, but we doesn't see the long vowels. Only we have seen only the short vowels. So only I thought, so you should know about the long vowels also. Only knowing a short vowels, surely you cannot able to read any books, isn't it, children? You knew it, isn't it? Okay, so if there is a one vowel in any word which is used to say call them as a short vowels. Next, what is the long vowels? I said only the word contain only one letter is one vowel is called as the short vowels. And also I explain you the meaning, isn't it? So we cannot have a very long pronunciation, long sound of the vowel. So we are saying as a short vowels. Whereas a long vowels, what is a long vowels means? More than one vowel. If the word contains more than one vowel is called as a long vowel. So more than one means we have take it from 2 to any number. From 2 to any number. So if the word contains 2 or more than one is called as a long vowel. So I will tell you some examples. See here, this is a word game. What is meaning of the game? Game means it's a playing something, isn't it? It's a game. For example, it's a PlayStation. It's a game, isn't it? Football is a game. Some playing activity we used to call them generally called as a game. Okay, so in the game word, how many vowels are there? See, there is a G is a vowel. No. A is a vowel. No. M is a vowel. So A is a vowel? Yes. Okay, we find it out the first vowel. M is a vowel? No. E is a vowel? Yes or no? No? Yes. So E is a vowel. So we have find it out the two vowels. So more than one vowels which comes in the word, we used to call them as a long vowel, isn't it? So here only a one vowel in a word, so we are used to call them as a short vowels. And also I tell you the behind reason, because we cannot pronounce the vowels very longly. So only because one vowels means we cannot going to stress a word. We are going to compress it. So only it is called as a one. For one vowel is come means we used to call them as a short vowels. Whereas see here there are two vowels here, A and E are two vowels here. So there is a option, the vowel is getting expanding. So there is an option, the vowel is getting expanding. So that is the reason why we are saying if the more than one vowel available in a word means which is called as a long vowels. So see here, you just pronounce and see game, game, not a game, game. So you just pronouncing the A and the E. So you are getting a pronunciation A and E simultaneously. So it is called as a long vowels. See here. Next is sleep. Okay, this is the L, children. So S is a vowel? No. L is a vowel? No. E is a vowel? Yes. There are how many E's are in the sleep? Yes, there are two vowels in the sleep. So only the P is not a vowel. So more than one vowel comes, we will use to say call them as a long vowel. So what is the reason behind it? It have a long pronunciation. Sleep. So the vowel is getting, the vowel letter is getting expanding, isn't it? So we just stressing the word. Okay, here we are just compressing, we are just stretching the word to go sometime. Sleep, game. Okay, so that is a behind reason why we are saying the more than one vowel means it is called as a long vowel. Okay, so I have to clear about one thing. What does mean means, for example, uncle, U-N-G-L-E, uncle. U-N-G-C-L-E, sorry, U-N-C-L-E is called as a uncle. See here, how many vowels are they? U is a vowel, very good. We have find it out of one vowel. N is a vowel or not? No. C is a vowel or not? No. L is a vowel or not? No. E is a vowel? Yes. So here we have a two vowels, isn't it? We have a two vowels. So we used to call them as a long vowel or short vowels? Long vowels, isn't it? So what I said, more than one letter is called as a long vowel. So uncle is called as a long vowels. Okay, of course you will say long vowels, but no. But it's a no. I will explain you why the uncle is not a long vowel. I will explain you. Just rub it and I will explain you. Okay, what I said, the word uncle, U-N-C-L-E, uncle. So U and E is a vowel. So how many vowels are there? 1, 2. So 2 vowels are there. If there are more than 1 vowels, we used to call them as a long vowels, of course. But uncle is not a long vowel. So why I am saying uncle is not a long vowel means the vowels will should appear in between one word. One word is called as a long vowels. For example, I know you will get confused. For listen, please. Game. See here a vowel and here vowel. So between the two vowel, only the one letter is have a difference. So only one letter is available. So we used to say them as a long vowels. Here, see here how many letters are there in between the U and E. There are 3 letters. So more if the 2 vowels which appears the word, sorry, the any one word is allowed to appear in between the vowels, then we used to call them as a long vowels. If there is a more than one letter in between the 2 vowels, then definitely this word is called as a short vowels. Short vowels. So one more time I will explain you. I know you will not understand. See here. See here. Sleep, game, keep. Okay. Uncle. So these are the word I have taken here. See here, the 2 vowels are get together, isn't it? It's a comes together. So it's not at all problem. It is a long vowel. So I've just put in a short form here. See here, just leave it here. See here also the 2 vowels comes together, isn't it? So definitely it is called as a long vowel. No other, not at all any issues on that. But see here is a A and here is a U. So between the 2 vowels, how many letters are present here? Between the A and E. So A and E are the vowels. So between the A and E, how many letters are present here? Only one letter. So if there is only one letter in between the 2 vowels, please listen carefully, children. If in between two vowels, only one letter present means we can accept it is a long vowel. See, listen carefully. This is a vowel and this is also vowel. Between the 2 vowels, only one letter is there. Means it is accepted. It is as a long vowel. Whereas, see here, in between the 2 vowels, there are more than one letter available. More than one letter is between the U and E, isn't it? So, which is called them as a short vowel. So, we want to clear about it. So, there is a 2 vowel. So, you cannot make it as a long vowel, children. You should be very clear. If there is a 2 vowels also appears, the in between, we want to see the in between words. So in between here only a one word is available, isn't it, children? Only a one word is available. So we taken as a long vowel. Whereas see here, the in between the 2 vowels there is a 3 letter available. So we cannot call them as a long vowel. It is a short vowels. I think now you all understand what is a long vowels and what is a short vowels, isn't it? So why we are pronouncing a why we are saying as a short vowels? It's definitely there is a one vowel, so we are not going to stress a vowel word very longly. So whereas in a long vowel, there are more than one vowel is called as a long vowel. But there is a one condition for a short vowels and long vowels. What is that? Yes, if there is a 2 vowels, the in between word should be only a one word. Then we accepted them as a long vowels. When there is a difference between, there is a more than one letter in between the 2 vowels, means we cannot accept them as a long vowels. Definitely the word will move to the short vowel. So you should be very clear when you are pronouncing the long vowel word and a short vowels word. Okay, yes. So we have seen the short vowels and a long vowels, of course. So up to A to O I have taught you. So that is only I have marked here. Okay, next is we have already seen some stories, isn't it? So from that story, I'm just going to recap the word which is coming frequently. Okay, so as I said before my classes, without knowing the sight words, we cannot make the children to read the any kind of a book, isn't it? So what are the some words will come frequently? You know what? Some words will come oftenly. What are the words? You may also know. So what is the reason I'm reading the heading one by one and I'm explaining means you should get remember. So just think of those words and we'll see what are the word which comes very frequently. The plays a very major role, because without there is no other sentences, at least the word the will come at least once in a sentence, isn't it? So for example, there is a 10 word in a one sentence in a book, means at least in the 10 word it will come at least for once, isn't it? So the next ya. So this is not a when it comes in a sentence you should call it as a ya. So ya, this is a word which this is a word or a letter we use, definitely it will come in the sentences, isn't it? Next is in, off, on. So only these are the some letter word which come frequently. Okay, this is it. So we should know about these kind of letters. Okay, so after seeing the frequently coming words, that is a sight words, then I am just moving to the U, two letter new word which is starting in the U. Okay,